I was amazed this. When the president's speaking a lot when he was on the campaign trail, what do you do? And it drives people crazy, but they just say, new audience, I got to give the same message every single time. And sometimes you carry the message and you go, wow, it's the same speech. Since the president won, he's putting new things into all his remarks, whether it's the Patriot Awards or what we saw yesterday in front of Charlie Kirk's group.
Yeah. I think part of it is like when you're running for office, you want to be very consistent and tell people this is what I'm going to do. Now he's won. It's not like he's making some giant crazy turn here. He's just starting to maybe put some meat on the bones of what the agenda is going to be now that he's got the power soon of governance.
Let's watch a little bit from what he said yesterday. Watch this.
So we got the highest vote ever for a Republican candidate. We won by 36 points with young people. That never happens. A Republican loses by 36 or 40. So I'm going to have to start thinking about TikTok. We did go on TikTok, and we had a great response. We had billions of views, billions and billions of views. They brought me a chart, and it was a record, and it was so beautiful to see. And as I looked at it, I said, maybe we got to keep this sucker around a little while, you know. On my first day back in the Oval Office, I will sign a historic slate of executive orders to close our border to illegal aliens and stop the invasion of our country. And on that same day, we will begin the largest deportation operation in American history, and we will create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk. And no, he's not taking the presidency. I like having smart people. You know, they're on a new kick. Russia, 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 Ukraine, 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 all the different hoaxes. And the new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, no, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country. Has anyone ever heard of the Panama Canal? Huh? Because we're being ripped off at the Panama Canal like we're being ripped off everywhere else. When President Jimmy Carter foolishly gave it away for $1. During his term in office, it was solely for Panama to manage and not for China or any other country to manage. It was given to Panama and to the people of Panama, but it has provisions. You got to treat us fairly, and they haven't treated us fairly. If the principles, both moral and legal, of this magnanimous gesture of giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question.
So those are some of the things I was talking about. So he's talking about an Iron Dome for the country. I want Greenland from Denmark. And by the way, I want the Panama Canal. So I asked the brain room about the Panama Canal. They say there's no proof that China owns any portion of it. We use 72% of all traffic is American. And the prices did go up 15%, nearly $5 billion over the last year. But they say it's because of low water levels, and they have to slow down the amount of traffic that goes through. But you know what? Rattle their cage, make them justify it, and let's see if we can get those prices down. After all, we are a frequent customer.
I do think part of this, though, is national security. You think of Greenland, for example. The Arctic is a major, I think, battle area for the future in terms of who controls the Arctic. And I think the same applies to the Panama Canal. China may not control it, but they, my understanding is, have some very strategic interests in that area. So part of this, I think, is Trump starting a negotiation with, we want the whole thing back. And then the Panamanians might say, well, hang on, no, but let's have this conversation. Trump just announced yesterday his ambassador to Denmark, which owns Greenland. Can you imagine having that job now, or being the ambassador to Panama? You're going to have a busy opening few weeks here.
I think it's one of the PayPal mafia. It's Ken Howry, ambassador to Denmark. So I think he's probably like, good, I want something to do.
I'm sure he put that person there with this exact thing in mind, because he posted on True Social, for purposes of national security and freedom through the world, the United States of America feels that the ownership and control of Greenland is an absolute necessity. This is something that he brought up during his first term in office in Denmark, which, I mean, Greenland is a sovereign nation, but under the Kingdom of Denmark's authority, I guess.
Sovereignty, they're within that kingdom.
It's an autonomous nation.
Yes.
Anyway, Donald Trump was mocked for saying it, but he clearly has a plan for why he wants to control Greenland or take it under the United States' umbrella. And one of the things I'm just pure speculation here is he is talking a lot about how to get criminal illegal immigrants out of our country. And if countries like Venezuela that we don't have relations with won't take them back, maybe he'll build a facility in Greenland and ship them there. That would for sure be a deterrent for people to come to the country if they know that they're going to Greenland.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it this way. I think my prediction, we get it.
Get it?
I think we get Greenland. My prediction,
it's huge.
What's today? To December 23rd.
Yeah.
December 23rd, 2024, I believe by the end of his term, we'll get Greenland.
Okay, so
because he loves real estate.
Yeah. Mark it down.
Right, and we'll see. And I'll tell you what, I'm wondering what Denmark needs from us.
Or I wonder what Greenland has to say about this. I don't know how they would feel about it.
They do have a government.
A couple fun facts about Greenland. Do you know the population of it? 56,699 people. And that's because 75% of it is covered in a sheet of ice. And the capital city is Nuuk.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never have picked Nuuk.
N-U-U-K, right?
That's right.
Right. So Iceland's nicer than Greenland. And the Vikings are responsible.
Yeah, Iceland is greener than Greenland.
Which is weird.
Greenland is icier than Iceland.
The way I learned it, and a lot of times things don't come out correct, but I remember people told me that the Vikings looking to throw off visitors would name Iceland so no one would come, it's nice, and they named Greenland.
I think that's probably true.
Like a psychological
Can we ask Fran Tarkington of the Vikings or somebody?
Get the brain room.
Where's Leif Erikson when you need him?
I know. Or at least, yeah.
I know.
I would say.
I bet you there's truth to that. I remember learning that in school.
Right? Those are the types of things that you expect on a news network. I bet you there's some truth to that. Carly definitely trying to back me.
My speculation on why Trump wants Greenland could be totally off.
Right.
No, as soon as you start saying, this might not come out right, but I'm just holding on to the couch. Right. What's going to happen?
I should save that for radio.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.